from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, last week he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out, because we watched tape together before this game, and we were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays? It certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second down, Flacco now. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the interception, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Kaiser. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
Running for it, Montgomery. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Ty Montgomery unable to get to the marker. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not really. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Flacco from the gun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Eddie Goldman able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. He's going to air one out. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Kaiser. Being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, nice move. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, Flacco to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flacco off play action. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dante Fowler in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Flacco here on second down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Dancing to his left. He can't get him down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And off comes to Montgomery. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Kaiser to throw it. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. To throw is Kaiser. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the seemingly endless drive continues. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Final play of the half. Kaiser going deep here for Parker. And this is going to be incomplete. So hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's good. To go is a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Flacco will use the arm this time. Buying time to his left. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action. Kaiser. His throw incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action now. Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They run. Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. To throw, Kaiser. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Parker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Montgomery on the counter. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
3 yards to go on second down. Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Kaiser now. Steps away to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Handoff comes to Cook. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. To pass, Flacco. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the D-line's going to spread out. A give. This is Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3.
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a run with Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw here. Kaiser being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Play clock winding down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. A handoff as they run the counter play. He will push his way down to about the 14. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Browns on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is third and 8. Third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One last gasp for Flacco. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor.